Hello, Andrew here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my predictions for this weekend's Premier League matches. So, before I actually get into it, some really sad news when I turned my PC on this morning, and legend Jack Charlton's died at 85. I mean, he lived a good life and that, but it's still sad when you see a football legend passed away. So. Really sad story. My heart goes out to his family. Um, and yeah, it's one of them unfortunate things. No one lives forever. I mean, sometimes we all wish we could, but yeah. Anyway, also, I didn't get to do a Brighton post match because, like I said, I was really busy. But Brighton, after the first 7 minutes, after we scored two goals, were the better team for the most of the first half, and they deserved their goal. And the way they want to play, the way that Potter wants them to play, um, you've got to give them credit for that. They've got another tough game to the game against Man City, um, but they gave Liverpool a run. They really did, and they had chances. I mean, my prediction of 3-1 was absolutely spot on. Um, but anyway, let's get on to today's games um, and how important they are. Well, obviously, the first one at 12:30, Norwich versus West Ham, is possibly the biggest game of the day. Um, Anything other than a win for Norwich, and I believe that that's them down. So Norwich know they have to win that today. Um, West Ham, you expected them to win against Burnley, but they didn't. Burnley come out on top, and yeah, so West Ham, if they beat Burnley, most probably would have been safe. But one more win for them, and you think they're safe. Um, I mean, my predictions at the moment are Norwich, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa going down. I know I've got a friend who's an Aston Villa fan, but the way you seeing them play at the moment, they're not scoring goals, which is one of the biggest problems. But they're also conceding, so that's why they're not getting any points in games. Um, but anyway, Norwich and West Ham, a tough one to call because Norwich they play well. It's not that they don't play well; they um, just find themselves undone. Um, I mean, Norwich really need this one. But I don't know. I don't think they will. I think most they're going to get out of this game is a draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. Watford versus Newcastle. Newcastle had looked good. They were playing well. Um, but against Manchester City and the other day, they were a beaten team before they even walked onto the field. If they play like that against Watford, Watford will win this one quite comfortably. But surely, I mean, I don't know if St. Maximum's back or how long the injury was. Um, but yeah, no, you can't just turn, okay, you're going up against a world class team, don't get me wrong, but don't already be beat before you walk onto the football field. Watford, up and down, mixed results. Um, but I think they've got enough about them to stay up. Um, I think after Newcastle are going to come out and give a display, and do you know what? I actually reckon this one's going to be another draw. I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. Then you got Liverpool versus Burnley. Burnley been going very well. Um, not conceding too many goals. Um, and getting the results. We know what they're going to do. What every team will do, they're going to sit and try and counter. That's the way to play against Liverpool. You saw what happened when Brighton tried to play out from the back. They got punished, but once they started to get down and play, and they actually were a better side. I mean, Liverpool are one of the teams that are actually missing the fans. We thrive off that atmosphere. We thrive off, the fans getting behind us. And yeah, we haven't come back as strong. I mean, since the Watford loss, I mean, like against Brighton were our first couple away goals. I mean, but we haven't lost at Anfield in 56, 57. Like, it's, yeah, it's crazy. Um, so, and I don't think that will change. I mean, we'll either win or it'll be a draw. But I think we will win. Do I think Burnley will score? Um, I'm going to say 2-1 to Liverpool. I'm going to say it's going to be a very close game, but I'm going to say that, yeah, 2-1 Liverpool. Um, Sheffield United and Chelsea. Don't ever write Sheffield United off. I mean, I watched the Sheffield United Wolves game, and it could have gone either way, and both teams are fighting to get into Europe. And I mean, and I watched Chelsea. Chelsea have got some good about them, but can slip up. I mean, they slipped up against West Ham. But Chelsea do look good themselves. I mean, they've got Timo Werner next season, which I'm really sad that Liverpool missed out on him. Um, but yeah, they've got some players that they're going to be one to watch out for next season. They've got a young side that's learning all the time under Frank Lampard. But Sheffield United at home, Bramall Lane's not an easy place to go to, even without fans. Wolves found that out. And Sheffield United got a late winner. How do I see this one going? I see Sheffield United just pinching it, to be honest. I'm going to say 2-1 to Sheffield United. Brighton versus Manchester City. If Brighton have the same kind of start they did against Liverpool, City's going to walk all over them. They're going to have to make... You're going to have to be a more conservative approach. I mean, I know that's not Graham Potter's way. But Man City, like I say, it was practically a training ground game for them against Newcastle. So, I mean, all depends. Brighton are a good side. They're not a bad side. They're safe. They've got nothing to fear. So they may go at City. We'll see. But you expect City to win this one. And I'm going to say the same score that Liverpool. And I'm going to say 3-1 to City. The same score that Liverpool beat Brighton by. I'm going to say 3-1, yeah. Sunday's games. Wolves versus Everton. Everton were very lucky to get a point against Southampton the other day. I mean, it was a good goal from Richarlison and that. But they're one of the few teams that play with two up front. I mean, they need more of that. If they're going to play like that, they need more creativity in that midfield to make things happen. Because that's what wasn't happening. I mean, they've got Digne, who's pretty, a decent left back. Seamus Coleman. But, they need something more. I mean, I don't care if they get there something more or not. Don't want to see them start climbing the table. But Wolves, again, they've had a very, very good season. They were unlucky to lose to Sheffield United. Like I say, it could have gone either way. They both had chances. But that won't dishearten them. I think, do you know what? I think Wolves win this one. I'm going to say Wolves 2-0. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. Well, it's not as big for Crystal Palace. They should be safe. But Aston Villa have to win. This is a game that they have to win. Not as bad as Norwich. But you feel that this is one of the ones that this has to be a win for Aston Villa. Crystal Palace, they were unlucky against Chelsea. The first goal, Gary Cahill pulled up with a hamstring, but they took the game to Chelsea. And yeah, they could have got something out of it. I think Palace, I just don't feel Aston Villa's got got it in them to get out of this rut. I think Palace win this one. And I'm going to say by 2-0. I'm going to say Aston Villa again don't score. Tottenham and Arsenal. How do you call a London derby? How do you call a North London derby? These games can go either way. If you go on form, Arsenal have the better form at the moment. Yeah, and I think I'll have to go on form, and I'm going to say 2-1 to Arsenal. And the final game on Sunday. Actually, no, it's not the final game because there's a game on Monday. Sorry, but the game on Sunday, which is the last one, is Bournemouth versus Leicester City. Again, Bournemouth have to win. I mean, for their survival. But I think again, I mean, it's not that they'll be relegated this week if they don't, but yeah, it's one that they have to win. But Leicester didn't start very good after COVID-19, but they're starting to get back. But I think this is a win for Leicester. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Leicester City. So yeah, the final game of the weekend, but technically won't be the weekend. It'll be Monday. Is Manchester United versus Southampton. Man United is the team that no one wants to face at the moment. They have had a newfound belief, like they are playing football for fun. Pogba's playing well. Bruno Fernandes has completely changed the team around. Mason Greenwood is possibly the youngest striker, English striker, like so good that I've seen for a while. I mean, reminds me of Michael Owen back when he was young and just scored goals for fun. He can score with his feet, his head, and the positions he finds himself in. Absolute quality young player. And like I say, they're you don't want to be facing them at the moment. Southampton, they can surprise anyone though. They were unlucky not to beat Everton. I mean, why Danny Ings doesn't take penalties, I don't know. When he's going for the golden boot, but hey, that's most probably his choice or the club's. But do I think Southampton can pull a surprise on United? I think United are just too good at the moment. Yes, Southampton's been playing well, but I'm going to say 3-1 to Manchester United. Well, that's my predictions for this weekend. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you all before the Liverpool game. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.